Hi again. Right, welcome to the third part of Palasiel Quest. I was meant to show you something. So, the game has a thing called feats, which is essentially your in-game trophy or achievement system. Do not worry about when it says 5 score 10 or whatever. Some of these are spoilers for other parts of the game, so we're just gonna go right ahead and go here. And sure, my face is in the way, sorry. Ensure Sersha is not KO'd more than 3 times. And then you get that knight in training. Basically, you are only eligible for this trophy if you picked yes, of course, in the first choice earlier on, when Sersha asked if you'll protect me or not. If not, if you say, oh, you can handle yourself, then you are then basically you're not her knight or her guardian, and therefore you're not eligible for this trophy, so to speak. So you see how Sersha died like that one time? That's a strike. So she can die another 2 times before you're locked out of the trophy or the feat, so to speak. So I can't see where I'm going.
Okay, here I come.
Let's see if I can escape. Oh, Sersha is dying. Okay, let's see if I can escape. I know we haven't like. Okay, I know we haven't like got any sigils so far. This will be the episode where we start collecting some if I'm quick enough. Hopefully within the 15-20 minute limit I'm doing. Oh my, this is not good at all.
No way!
Light us a path!
Ha! Crap!
Oh, why'd you miss? Oh man, this ain't good. This ain't good. Oh no. She ain't got no MP, bruh. Okay.
No way!
Good foresight there, Jerry.
Light us a path!
Daran's too slow. Sersha's quite slow as well.
That one.
Okay, so that's 2 strikes. So she can die one more time before I'm locked out of that feat. I need to do a thing. No, I also need to do another thing. The ether bowls. Yeah. Okay, let's get out of this hellhole. Alright, so wide open space, so the encounter rate is going to be slightly lower. As you can see, I've literally gone around the entire thing without a battle.
Okay, here I come.
I will skip this one. Or escape, whichever comes first.
Retreat!
Because I really want to get in a sigil. 2 venom needles. Those are attack items. They deal damage and also inflict poison on an enemy, unless they're immune to it, of course. Obtain the Gup sigil. Looks like we've got one. The sigil of Gup. If I recall, Gup reigns over the element of water. Oh, I love the water. Speaking of water, did you know that I can absorb water magic? Really? That's useful. Also, you'll love me when it's raining. It's like a blessing of life for me. Hey, actually this sigil seems to hold some sort of power of water. Oh, maybe one of you can equip it as an accessory and get the same powers as me. Now there's an idea. When she said it was when it rains, it's like a blessing of life for me. In certain parts of the story, when it's raining, Errol will have a constant HP regen effect. This is because the creator has made her body attuned to the element of water. That's basically the simple explanation. The more detailed explanation is within the game. So we've got a very first skit.
So you say you can absorb water magic. Like, you could always do this?
Yeah, pretty cool, huh?
That's really impressive. And an asset that could prove really useful in this place. I wish I had such an ability.
Wait, doesn't this like make you the most broken character ever?
Excuse me?
Well, I mean, you're already really fast, really lucky, and on top of that, you have healing and magic abilities. Now I hear you can absorb water magic? Are there any other tricks you've got up your sleeve?
It's not my fault the creator decided to make me this way. Besides, I still have my weaknesses. If magic doesn't work, I'm pretty much useless.
That is very true.
I think Daran's just jealous.
No, I just wish I had a perk. Or two.
Deal with it. Bah! Okay, no, I'm being silly. Stop. Where are my characters? Alright, so we can actually equip that as an accessory. The Sigil of Gup. Wearing it grants the user the ability to absorb water magic. Now you might think this is slightly broken, maybe. However, all these sigils you do not get to keep. Regardless, essentially. You don't get to keep them. And some of the sigils are quite useful for surviving the area as well. Especially depending on who you give them to. For example, I don't want Saoirse to be dying of water, so we're gonna give that to her. So she can absorb water magic, so I don't have to worry about those beetles again. Actually, to be fair, she's not going to have to worry about them sooner, because we're not going to be fighting them anymore now, because of this.
Have you ever thought to wonder why Saoirse brought you here in the first place? Who's there?
That voice. It sounds a lot like you, Saoirse.
Impossible. Of course I sound like you, Saoirse. After all, I am you. What?
Hey, what's going on?
Do you really think you're actually trying to prove a point by taking on the strongest mission at the Academy? What a joke. You're here for one thing, and one thing only. Shut up! Why don't you stop running your mouth and reveal yourself, you coward? Why don't you take your own advice? Try not to perish in here too quickly, will you?
I don't sense her presence. I think she's gone.
Saoirse, are you okay?
I'm fine. Just forget about it. Let us press on.
Ooh, mysterious voices. This segment is also sort of a reference to another one of my favorite RPGs. If you haven't guessed it already, you'll most likely guess it at the very end. Also, we've got save crystals. Woo! It fully restores your health and mana and allows you to save. You can save anywhere too. For the purpose of the demo, I allow you to save anywhere. But I've also put save crystals there because why not? Because in the actual proper full release, I plan to not allow you to save anywhere, and you will have to rely on save points. Oh yeah, let's look at this skit first.
Hey, Saoirse, you think you could tell me more about this academy?
The Parisian Knight Academy, it says. I know my face is blocking it.
The Parisian Knight Academy is an academy for budding knights based in Paris.
Yeah, that's the obvious part.
I wasn't done talking.
Right, sorry.
There aren't many of us who currently attend. Probably about 20 of us, but all of us wish to be knights within Paris. The valedictorian and the salutatorian are the ones who usually end up being the highest ranking knights within the Royal Army.
And you're aiming for number 1, I assume?
Of course I am. But my path doesn't come without enemies to deter me from my goal.
You're pretty strong, Saoirse. I don't imagine you losing sight of your goal that easily.
Thank you, Daran.
There you go. Obtained Osei sigil. Look, I found one. Nice. The sigil of Osei. The Osei, the leopard man, known to induce rage and hatred in people's hearts. Just holding this makes me feel a little frustrated. Who the hell does that voice think she is? What a coward! There's no way she could be me. Okay then, let me just take that off your hands before you go berserk on us. Ariel, why the hell are we here? Game crashed. Oh, hey, why are you shouting at me all of a sudden? Look, just put the stupid sigil in the storage space, and let's keep going. So, based on that little conversation, the sigil of Osei, wearing it massively increases attack power, but the wearer will succumb to the berserk status. So can you see the boost in attack? That's pretty much almost more than double. It's like 150% added to your attack power. However, you will lose control of the character who is wearing it. They will go into berserk status, so all they would do is just attack, attack, attack. You don't want to put this in Ariel because you need her to heal. You don't want to put this in Saoirse because you need her versatility between the roles. So the best person to put it on is Daran. So we will be losing control of Daran for the rest of the dungeon. Again, you might think it's slightly overpowered, but again, remember, you don't get to keep these. In the full game, you don't get to keep these after the segment. Make another save. How am I doing for time? I'm doing quite alright for time.
Okay, here I go!
That's interesting. That's a bug.
Sorry. Thanks.
That's a bug. Okay, first of all, there should be a background, but there isn't because there should be a background because there isn't, because I never set one. Reason being is because I never planned for there to be any enemy encounters on that particular map. Obviously there is, and I wasn't aware of it. This is through loads of testing. This is the first time that has happened. I don't remember putting in any sort of enemy encounters on this map. That's ridiculous. Oh well, whatever. We have the Saruman. It is a fiery looking snake. It has this skill called Blast Bomb, which does second tier fire damage and also has a chance to stun the target. However, funnily enough, its weakness is indeed a taste of its own medicine.
Blast of hellfire!
Light us a path!
Blast of hellfire!
Ha!
Went down
Is it
simple
over?
enough. We've leveled up. So Daran has 23 AP, Ariel has 23 AP. This means that Ariel can now learn Flee. However, I'm not going to learn Flee for the main reason, for a reason. I'm going to save the AP. Hopefully I'll level up again, and I'm going to save the AP for something else. We're doing good for time.
This is weird.
What's wrong?
Weren't we in a forest just now? What happened to the place? It's all swampy looking.
Must be a change in the setting. Perhaps it's the creator's way of telling us that we're way deep inside of the forest.
Still, you press on.
That voice again.
What do you want with us? I want nothing to do with those two. Just you, Saoirse. Saoirse, sister of Meredith of the Parisian Knights. She was once quite the revered knight, a role model to the women of the kingdom.
Empire.
You were tired of living in Meredith's shadow all the time. Why can't you be as graceful as your sister, Saoirse? When will you put in the hard work like Meredith did? Meredith. That's all it ever was, and it got annoying. No! So much that you started hating your sister. You're wrong. I don't hate my sister. I care deeply for her. It's the whole reason I'm here. False. What do you know? Stop talking as if you know me. You won't amount to anything.
Just what the heck is going on here?
It sounds like she's playing with your mind. Oh man, okay, so let's activate this skit.
This Meredith person is your sister, right? Who exactly is she?
A former Salutatorian of the Parisian Knight Academy, and a personal knight of Her Majesty, Queen Lene.
Oh wow. So she's pretty famous.
Yes, I suppose you could say that.
Hey, all that stuff that voice said about you and Meredith.
Of course it isn't. She's
That isn't
trying
true,
to
right?
rile me up. If anything, I'm trying to surpass her by making valedictorian. I worry about Meredith. Lately she's been really distant. Her eye looks so empty, and she speaks as if her soul is leaving her. I was told she lost it in an accident. I don't know the details, but she's got a bandage over her left eye. Meredith has changed a lot recently. That's all I can say.
Right, so that's good for time. We're gonna end it. We're gonna end this episode here. I think this is the 3rd episode, right? I can guess there's gonna be another. Next episode is gonna be the last one, or there might be another one after that. Who knows? Anyway, thanks for watching. Again, feedback, criticism, please leave in the comments below. Hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you are somewhat curious about the voice actors in this game, I will link. I will put a link in the description to all of their Facebook fan pages, essentially. Brian, shut up. Bryson Bogus? I forget. Bryson Balgus, I think that's how you pronounce it. Voices Daran. Amber Lee Connors, who you may know as Shuda and Maru, she voices Android 14 or something in Team 4 Stars Dragon Ball Z Abridged. She voices Ariel. And Esme Brand, a friend of mine from uni and also an actress and model, she voices Saoirse. But I will link to their Facebook pages in the description. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for the next one. Have a good day.